I mean, there is still a lot of time left. We still need to get Blake Snell back, and there's
Yep.
still some things that we need to get into motion. But for the most part, it's been kind of all smooth sailing for the Dodgers. And look at, I don't want to sound like a negative Nancy, but like I feel like in baseball, you need to go through those highs and lows in order to get
Definitely.
where you want. And that's to speak, I guess that's third world, country problems. I think being the back-to-back defending World Series champions, you're not going to necessarily be ecstatic about winning the division.
Yes.
You're not going to be ecstatic about, being winning 90 games or winning 100 games, like that has already been done and it's kind of like passe for the Dodgers. The goal is
Yeah.
to win have a three-peat. And so for the Dodgers, I think they still need to just be not just short-minded here, but just kind of see the big picture and just kind of look at things and not take it for granted.
Exactly. Yeah, and I hope that's what they'll continue with, like I said, after the All-Star break. Kind of get a little reset, get a little competitiveness with, not only teams from the AL, but you're also with the dudes from the NL, all parts of the National League. So yeah, I definitely think that it's a weird thing to be a Dodger fan right now because like you said, if you win the division, it's like it's expected. It's not if they win the division, it's they have to win the division. They are going to win the division.
Right.
Yeah, when you win a bunch of games. But yeah, as a Dodger fan and most of baseball even is not going to be happy unless the Dodgers take a three-peat with the World Series. And
Exactly.
that's the honest truth. We've been so good for the last, 15, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 14 years almost, right?
Yeah.
Going back to like early 2010s. And we've won a lot of National League divisions, so that's not going to really be much for us. We're
Yeah.
expecting. Yeah, I really hope. And Dave Roberts has been pretty good about it. I used to be a Roberts hater,
Oh my
hardcore.
gosh. Yeah.
Uh, I still have my little tips to go around with Dave Roberts, but he's actually been handling the guys really good, especially with the
Yes.
injuries that have happened this year. With Glass now, Snell, Will Smith, and all those big guys now. I feel like he's kind of having these, the younger guys like Freeland and Rushing putting into this the dugout, which has kind of made them a little bit more competitive with the younger crowd.
Right.
But yeah, I think that they're doing a really good job of staying focused. I think I want to see more competitiveness like we talked about, but the focus is there, the communication is there, the expectation is there. The execution is happening. So it's really just like a waiting game for us, We
Yeah.
we know we're gonna win the division. We know that we're gonna, I know that for a fact. No matter how close it gets at the end of the
Yeah.
day,
It's not going to be.
like
Yeah.
last year, it got super close. Dodgers and Padres were super close, but I expect the Dodgers to win the NL West this year.
Absolutely. Unless something
From a
horrific.
larger margin than last year for sure.
Right. Unless all of our guys seemingly got hurt, knock on wood. Like it's not going to be close. And I feel like the Dodgers are still going to win the division by like over 10 games heading into October.
Yeah, exactly. So it really is just like a waiting game at this point. I
Right.
watch these games and I enjoy these wins. I expect them most of all. But yeah, it's just when we get to October, who's going to be performing, who's going to be
Right.
ready to go, right? Because
Right.
a lot of the playoffs is mental. It's a lot of mental game for these guys, and
Man. Yeah.
Kershaw was notorious for choking in the
Unfortunately.
playoffs, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of guys that have those same sentiments. So I'm hoping that we steady the course, we keep the guys in the momentum that they're in the headspace that they're in, and if we can do that through October, I think we got ourselves a three-peat for sure.
Absolutely.